Hello and welcome to game number 2 of Team Liquid vs No Tidehunter. This is the Ritmix Russian Dota 2 League, and we will see which one of these teams is gonna be going up against Fnatic and which one is gonna go up against Virtus Pro. That's right. So, because this is a double elimination bracket, and just to show you how we are right now, we are right here. We are with the match that you see in the bottom left, Liquid versus No Tidehunter. We already saw yesterday Virtus Pro and Empire prevailing through the winners bracket, and that would make the losers bracket look like this, with Fnatic and Mouse already standing in there, and we'll see which one of these two teams are gonna be up against who, because that kind of. You know, that's the reason why we're here. That is the reason why we're here. And I am not casting this by myself. I'll be joined by Xyclopz. By the way, Xyclopz, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you turn my sound for you down?
My sound is too loud?
No, people hear me through your microphone. So if you can turn the sound that you hear from me down on Skype or something.
Oh. Okay. Wait.
10 seconds.
Okay. And we see the hero that got banned out by Liquid in the first game, picked up first by No Tidehunter, so they're gonna be able to play with the lone druid. And we see the 4 bans that are standard with the bat, with the wisp, the Nyx, and the coddle. So all those are out of the pool. Liquid could still pick up the Darkseer if they want to, because of course we saw that previous game actually didn't go too bad. But you know, they might have wanted to change their strategy because they didn't win.
Remaining.
Are you back?
5 seconds remaining.
Wait.
Okay. Well, there we see them ticking into the bonus, and we'll see what they have up their sleeves. We still, of course, have got every single hero still in the pool, basically. So they have like options to choose from, and well, one of them is gonna be the one they're gonna try to win this game with, Magnus. This time on their side. Not gonna give that away to S4 once more, as I'm sure that No Tidehunter would have otherwise picked it up. And an NTH Prophet, so they're gonna go for what No Tidehunter was playing previous game. Let's see if Liquid can do it too. Well, it wasn't really the RPs that won them the game though. It was more like the lack of aggression from Liquid that couldn't overcome that anti-mage. But we'll see if they let that one through. No Tidehunter. They have got their hero Fretmo Bulldog. It's gonna be the rest of the people that still need a hero to play. The question is if they're already gonna pick up the hero for S4 again at the start, or if they're gonna be... What?
5 seconds remaining.
Are you here? I don't hear you.
I mean the sound.
Oh, the sound is better now. It's mostly for Dota TV because you gave feedback there, so we'll know in 2 minutes when the chat tells us. So if you talk for a bit and see if it's better, then we know. The Darkseer and the Chen picked up by No Tide, and the Darkseer S4 is actually okay. And then the Chen, of course, for Aki with his signature hero. And then Liquid's turn to pick.
Oh, we got a chain here. Gonna be a lot of animals.
Yep.
And still got more animals in the safari. He's a zookeeper, and he is here right now. Very interesting for No Tidehunter. Maybe they're going for pushing strategy.
Remaining.
Well, they definitely have the possibility too, because with that lone druid, I mean, as soon as he gets his armlet up, which is something that Admiral Bulldog loves to go for his bear, we'll probably see them trying to go for something. At the same time, Liquid does have a strategy that, like, they already got 2 options for a pushing strat. Either they go head in and they get an RP and they take a fight, or they split push with the NTH Prophet.
Very interesting. The next one for Team Liquid, what do you think? It's gonna be hard carry or what?
I'm not sure. I think it is. I hope it is. Purely so that they can ban out all the hard carries that they don't want to face. But it really depends on what they're expecting from No Tidehunter. If they're indeed expecting a full push from No Tide, or if there's... Because Loda doesn't really like full push, because that means that he can't play a hard carry, and he wants to play a hard carry.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of...
Maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
For control the game, maybe?
Which one? Sorry?
Maybe No Tidehunter picking chain for just control the game, not just full full stream pushing.
10 seconds.
Oh, that could definitely
remaining.
be. I mean, and Chen is the signature hero of Aki, and he plays that
5
regardless of what kind of strategy they want to go for. And they pick up the Bane. Like, there were still a lot of support still in the pool. We had the Shadow Demon and the Rubik all still there, and they picked the Bane, the hero that we've seen Bane picked up a lot of the times, up against the Lifestealer every single time.
I really want to see Sand King in this game.
Sand King, why?
I don't know. I think it's from my sense, I just I just can't tell the reason why, but I think Sand King will work for this game, for the initiator, especially on
10 seconds.
Team
remaining.
Liquid side.
It can work.
5
I mean, if
seconds
you imagine
remaining.
an RP together with a Blink Epicenter, that would be quite imba. But I don't think it would fit too much because they already have that Magnus. So if you then go for a full-on team fight, then it's too easy to avoid for no Tidehunter, because they then know exactly what Liquid wants to do. And I guess the thing about having a team fight lineup is to not have a too obvious team fight lineup, and to make the opponent team not too afraid to face you 5-on-5, so that you can own by just having indeed a 5-on-5 team fight that you knew that you would win, but that your opponent didn't know that you would win. If that makes sense.
Smart. And we still got Lina also in the pool.
Yeah.
Lina.
Lina and Phantom Lancer, Lifestealer as well. But we already have the Bane on Liquid, so I don't think the Lifestealer is going to be banned out by Liquid, because basically Bane counters him quite. But I do think we're going to have a ban out for the Rubik, because
10
that
seconds
hero is still in the
remaining.
pool, and you've got yourself a Magnus and a Bane, two heroes. I mean,
seconds
even the
remaining.
chance of having an RP stolen is too much. So that one, I mean, that's bad. And of course you have the Fiend Script, which is very easy to steal because it's a channeled spell. So I kind of think that Liquid, I mean, they ban out the Shadow Demon, so that's still support, but I think they're gonna also ban out the Rubik.
Next one, next band from Tidehunter is very interesting. Yes, Lifestealer gone.
Dire team
Lives it
battle.
under the pool. And we still have Phantom Lancer and Luna, so at least one of them is still gonna make it through. I actually think Luna would fit in really, really well with No Tide, because, and it's a hard carry. And
I
if
think-
they're gonna go for push, they have that Lunar Blessing to help out.
Both fit, I think, for Phantom Lancer and Luna for No Tidehunter.
Oh.
He's
They,
No
they,
Tidehunter.
they can't anymore. Liquid thought it fit as well, so Liquid bans it out.
Already hard to predict how this EU teams to picking some heroes. Their play style is very variety. They can play all the styles. Very interesting. And yes,
Yeah, they're
last
still
game,
testing around a lot also.
yeah, last game we saw Ricky. We never expect that also.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it was Sunday perhaps, that I had 3
5
games that
seconds
had a
remaining.
solo one Roshan, and there were actually 2 times that Ogre Magi got picked up,
Reserve time.
and the Ogre Magi won.
Ogre match.
Ogre Magi.
Yeah, see him, but he's kind of good for the support, and especially on the hard carry like anti-mage or Phantom Lancer. Ogre Magi is the best. How do I
But you
say?
have to get lucky though. Like you might, you have to get that multicast. If you don't get it, then it's a bit sad.
Oh, I don't think multicast is the big point of Ogre Magi. The thing is he can make the hard carry, very fast in attacking. He's like a sex partner of anti-mage or something. Best duo.
Yeah, well, that bloodlust indeed definitely helps out. Yeah, that's a
I-
good point. Well,
Ogre Magi, I don't expect shit from his
no,
multi-
me neither. Me neither. Just, I mean, normally you don't see him picked up, and I normally think that's because it's too much randomness involved in that hero.
Some game I only got 2 multicasts for the whole game. You know that?
That's
Fuck.
unlucky.
Radiant
Phantom Lancer gets banned out, so that's gonna be well. not that many hard carries still in the pool, but we still, of course, have the anti-mage that No Talent played in the previous game. We still have the Faces Void that we saw banned out in the previous game as well. And we're gonna see which one it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be, I don't know.
How about picking Phantom Lancer for No Tie Hunter?
But Phantom Lancer's board
10
is
seconds
banned out.
remaining.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I'm
more
sorry.
pushing power!
Dire
Shadow
Wow.
Shaman.
Resting.
Yep.
This. Go pro or go home for this strategy. if you can push and break the barrack of Team Liquid, you are pro.
Are you thinking they're gonna be picking up something like a Juggernaut next? Like with the healing ward to help out? Or maybe
10
a Death
seconds
Prophet?
remaining.
Okay, No Tie Hunter, you guys are very interesting.
Ooh, Phases Void. So you have got the Chronosphere at level 6.
Juggernaut is very interesting. I really love your idea to pick Juggernaut because he can push fast. He also got some skill to clear all the creeps with his Hurricane Sword or something. And he also got the ward.
Yeah.
The little lion one. Really
Or
cute.
maybe the Undying is still in the pool as well, but they're
10
kind of
seconds
missing a
remaining.
carry kind of type hero. If they, like, you have got two chances. Like,
5
if you want to go
seconds
indeed go big or go home with a push strat. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't really need to pick a carry if you really think you're going to be able to do it anyway. It just means that if you don't get it within 30 minutes, you're done. Maybe even 25 minutes, depending on how Team Liquid does. But if you
Juggernaut
want to
is
have, Juggernaut is a bit of a carry still, so you have a
10
bit of extra
seconds
time, I
remaining.
guess. You buy a bit of extra time with picking that one.
maybe Juggernaut
5 seconds
is more
remaining.
safer.
Dragonite!
What? Okay.
Also, a hero that has a level 6 ulti that's very useful for pushing with of course the dragon form and a dragon tail long range stun to help out, and a pretty damn tanky as well. One thing, by the way, what do you think of Team Liquid's lineup? Like, so far they've got themselves a Faces Void and a Magnus, basically
Okay.
to do the damage. But if in a Chronosphere, Faces Void is so far is not really gonna get any help. Oh, now he is. There we go. Never mind me. Never mind me. Macropyre and Ice Path will be helping out when in the Chronosphere. And of course, Jakiro also a very good counter push hero. With
I
his
think-
Jewel Breath.
Is one of the hero that when he got some item like Mass of Matter, Mass of Madness, I mean, Mass of Madness and Power Treat and some little damage, he can go alone and kill one man.
Yeah.
And the thing, the point of No Tie Hunter is they have to stick 5 people to push. They can lose one. But if you got killed by Korok, like Chen down or
10
Shadow Shaman
seconds
down,
remaining.
is this not possible to push as a team?
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe this is the reason why they pick this kind of carry. Can jump in and kill one.
Yep. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. Though I have to say, like, I kinda like both lineups. But it really depends on how hard No Talent can push and what Liquid is gonna do, because I feel like that as soon as that Magnus hits level 6, and he is gonna be played in the mid lane, I think, by TC, who's gonna go for a fast bottle already. I think that as soon as he's level 6, he has to make a difference. Otherwise, No Talent is gonna push, and I don't know if Liquid can stop it. But let's see who's playing what for No Tidehunter. EGM with a brilliant outfit, by the way, for his Shadow Shaman is gonna be playing that Shadow Shaman. Is gonna be Loda that also has a brilliant outfit for his Dragon Knight, and is gonna be playing the Dragon Knight. Aki on the Chen. Oh, Chen also has an outfit. The hell? He's got a turban.
Oh, nice!
And then we have got Bulldog. He of course has an outfit because he's got a panda bear, and he's going to be playing his lone druid. And it looks like he might be going to the mid lane. And Darkseer unfortunately doesn't have any items yet.
Yeah.
You want to introduce
Now-
Liquid?
This Chen, it seems like he come from Middle East or something,
Yeah.
Arabian.
Begins.
Yeah, but he got the Chinese name Chen.
Yeah, go figure. Go figure. So you want to introduce Liquid? Who's playing what?
Okay, I'm sorry. Team Liquid, Fluff going for Bane, Korok, Faceless Void, TC for Magnetor staying mid lane, Baba on Nature Prophet, and Ice Mike on Shakiro.
Yep. We're gonna be seeing how the mid lane is gonna go mostly, I think, because bottom lane, I think we're gonna see Boba played very safe. He shouldn't be doing anything that is out of the ordinary, and I think he's actually gonna rotate towards the jungle. And on the top lane we have got Liquid, of course, also not really facing anybody because we have got the Chen in the jungle and everybody else is in the jungle. Of course, also Darkseer in the jungle. So mid lane is the lane where people meet each other. How do you think a matchup for Lone Druid versus Magnus is gonna go?
I'm sorry, please again.
Lone Druid versus Magnus, mid. Who wins?
It's not gonna be who win or who lose. They just for Magnus, he just want his level. So if he stay in mid lane without dying before he 6, that's good for him. That's enough for him. But for the last hit, I think Admiral or Bulldog, of course, get more last hit because he's baby bear.
Yeah, and the bear can harass and he can just get things going with that. We'll see if he. I think actually at level when the bear is higher level, when he's got his entangle, and TC's getting an entangle on himself, we might actually see TC at some point already going down. But it really depends how much he's gonna get harassed before that time, of course. And if there's gonna be any smoke ganks, because we do have Aki already having a smoke in his inventory, and he picked himself up a Dark Troll Warlord. And that's one of those creeps that is so effective if you want to go for a gank.
They're letting Korok farm so freely at the top lane.
Yeah, I think no Tidehunter is feeling, you know what? We don't care about what Korok does because, you know, we're gonna be getting our level 6s and then we're gonna push.
Yeah.
And by that time Korok is not farmed enough yet to do anything about it. But at the same time, I think that also Korok by that time, by the way, his mace.
Yes, and I was looking about his mace right after you said, whoa, very nice mace, very vintage.
You know what's stupid? Because I once had that mace and I traded it. I didn't think it was that special. It was a very long time ago. And I traded it just for 2 keys.
What are you doing?
I know, it's sad.
My God. Ask me before.
Well, it was a very long time ago. I didn't even know it was valuable.
Double damage.
Oh well. Anyways, but yeah, I think sorry, I was in my train of thought because I was distracted by the mace. But when no Tidehunter is gonna start pushing, like what can Liquid do? They will have a level 6 on their Faces Void, who will help out a lot, especially if you're imagining Jakiro. He'll probably not have his Macropyre yet by then. But we'll still have Ice Paths and Dual Breaths helping out. And we'll have an RP up on TC for sure. So I do think Liquid is not completely hopeless if no Tidehunter indeed decides to do that. But it really depends on what kind of plan no Tidehunter has. I do agree with you though that I think no Tidehunter is going to be the one to initiate first. Because they have got a Faceless Void that is farming freely. Which, you know, it's not really something that is all that...
Really, this is very risky strategy. It's like go pro or go home, just like I said before.
Yeah.
If you can break all the defense from Team Liquid, yep, you won the game. But if you try your best and you don't succeed, well, Faceless Void will fix you.
Yeah, it's gonna be look, exactly like last time, basically. Like last game, we saw Liquid. They were having a race against the clock because of the anti-mage, and maybe now no Tidehunter. I have to say, I feel like they're in a better shape that Liquid was in the previous game with their hero picks. But again, I feel they might be in a race against the clock. It really depends though, because I mean, of course, they do have and a Dragonite and a Lone Druid, so 2 carries versus 1 Faceless Void. In the meantime, though, the bottom lane is already getting pushed. We're gonna see tier 1 tower going down because I don't think there's anything Bilbo can do against this. Maybe he can pull the quick wave behind his tower, but Chen has got himself some own creep, so it doesn't really matter, I think.
Look at that little skeleton, so cute.
Ooh.
Oh, hard work skeleton. 4 of them already. Oh my god.
And
This is
they
not-
actually do, like, they're very squishy, but they do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. Oh, hard work skeleton. Very cute one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Go, little skeleton. Get some tower.
Only one left though. But the tower will drop. And they
Wow.
don't even care who gets the
Dire's
last hit.
bottom tower has fallen.
They're just gonna push. They're gonna try to get their gold advantage going. And seeing how it goes. Maybe if they're lucky, they're gonna be able to pick off Baba, who is out of place. We have gotta pause because Korra disconnected again. That's kind of a... Well, he's okay though. He didn't miss a last hit because of it. That's fine.
Hey, take a look at the golden. The radiant is advantage for 2.5 golden already.
But that's because of the tower also though. And because
And
Balba hasn't really gotten anything on the bottom lane. He's only got 4 last hits. While we of course had we had S4 in the jungle, and he is farming quite well in the jungle. So that's a big difference right there. But
Nice
the
try.
main difference is of course the tower.
Connection to server keeps timing out. Yeah. I think it's about the server. Because I keep timing out also just now.
Yeah.
Or maybe my PC is wooden PC or something.
Well, that means that you have a wooden PC as well.
Whoa, take a look at this Facebook boy. Whoa, man. He has no time for Facebook. He keep on farming and no one stop him. I don't think this, I'm not sure this is a good idea or not. Letting this versus boy farming so freely at the top lane. Right now he got ring already, poor man shield and 500 in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's almost level 6. So next time that no Tyrant is gonna try to push a tower, and Liquid feels pressured enough, they're gonna have a reverse polarity because TC is also level 6, and they're gonna be having a chronosphere if really needed though.
Well, I'm getting to feel like they are very good choice pick this versus wall, because I can imagine when they pushing, they stay together, they stay near together versus wall going in chrono for at least 2 people, 3 people like this.
Oh, he's gonna go for S4 indeed. This should be the first blood. IX Mike will be able to land an Ice Path as well to help out. Bam! First blood goes to Korak. Fluff coming in from the side just to see if he needed any help, but he actually does get an assist. I guess that's nice. But first blood, and that's, I mean it's only 1 kill, but it's first blood money. And in a kill, like in not a kill heavy game, like when there's basically no kills, the kills mean a lot more, of course.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So that's really good for Liquid. Gonna see if no Talent can pull it back. Because they're also gonna be losing a tower on the top lane. I don't think that no Talent can do something against that, if not just now anyways. Oh, entangle up on TC. He does have himself a skewer, so
Radiant's
that's gonna
top
be fine.
tower is under attack.
If I got the mess like Kolok, I'll play Faceless Void for the whole week. Very nice mess.
Yeah. Well, it's not as nice as the mace that Loda has though when he plays the Faceless Void. Because he has got Loda has got a Battle Fury as
Dire's
weapon.
bottom tower is under attack.
Looks really cool. By the way, what do you think of the Dire's Courier?
The Dire Courier.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the flying KFC. Very nice.
Crazy.
Yeah, when you hungry for chicken, just call him. I'm here. Hey.
But then he won't bring your items anymore, so you can't really eat him.
Nah. Once you got all the items, they will kill him anyway. For the food.
And we actually
So-
did have the tier 2 going down in the bottom lane though, so no Tidehunter today at least traded their tier 1 for tier 2. And in the meantime, Bulldog is still farming. He's got 1600 gold. And we'll be able to pick off his armlet soon if he wants to get that. Because that's of course the question. Normally he goes for that, but maybe with this kind of strategy he wants to go for something different. We'll find out.
For Rock, 1.7k gold in his pocket. Quite fast.
Now look at the Radiant jungle. They're just stacking all the camps right now.
Yeah.
Just did.
Easy in the jungle, in the radiant jungle. Oh,
Everybody
man.
being there,
Uh,
securing themselves some extra gold. They can't farm right now on the bottom lane because of course it's pushed out all the way to the top. It does give Bulba a bit of extra freedom to go
Take
for a bit of farm there.
take a look at 3 guys in the radiant jungle. They're working so hard, 24 hours a day, killing the animal. Oh man.
Gonna make that
Ac-
forest safe and secure. Oh, mechanism being built up by the Chen. I'm kind of curious why the Bulldog didn't buy anything yet. Makes you wonder if he maybe still wants to go back towards going for a Radiance or something like that. I mean, he's farming decently well. And still hasn't got a kill. Magnus also still hasn't used the RP just yet.
Go straight for lady.
Never in 10,000 years.
What?
You mean he going straight to the radiance for Bulldog?
Yeah, maybe. Like, for item-wise, I was thinking armlet because that's what he normally goes for, or what he's lately been going for.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. He could have already gotten it, I feel. At least most of it. There is, by the way, a Hand of Midas up on the Dragonite, which basically indicates that they might try to make it a bit later in the game. With a Dragonite that's gonna be trying to keep up with the farm of the Face of Void. So far is doing okay with that, as he is on top of the net worth. But he's of course also got 2 towers down on his side, while there's only 1 tower down for the side of Liquid.
Yeah. For 9 minutes, 10 minutes already, Loader got drum, got Hand of Midas, and a boot, and 1k gold in his pocket. Well, it's kind of fast.
Yeah, and it looks like both teams are okay with the way things are going. We see no Time Hunter smoking up, but it doesn't feel like they can get anything done. They went towards the bottom lane, see if they could find something. Aki also still standing around, but nobody is coming in to farm. Maybe they can try to pick up the Jakiro, actually. No, also that not. Oh, now Bulba is there. I think Bulba is gonna be dead. No, he's playing it super safe. Super duper safe. Bulba will be able to get himself away.
Fail smoking.
Yep. And no Titan with 4 people towards the tier 3. They pop the dragon form. They want to push this. TPs are gonna come in, and I think that should be enough for no Titans to back off. Fortification being used, but they're gonna get games from the side. TC waiting around for an RP perhaps. Doesn't have any vision, and they're looking for him. They want to surge up. They want to go for that dragon top on TC. He's gonna be fine though. The mind games that are played in this game.
Any TP.
Maybe tier 1 tower is gonna be next instead.
And yeah, he buy a TP already, I'm sure.
5 heroes in the middle lane for no Talent, 4 here for Team Liquid. 3 actually only. They're just gonna try to hold off the push. Should be doable because they all back off anyway.
Korok now watching the game very closely. If something going on in the mid lane, he is ready to TP and jump in for Chrono.
Yeah, he has to. It is so important right now because I mean, we only have 1 kill in a 12-minute game, and for for European teams, etc. That's quite unique, and it basically means that both teams are very careful and they know what they want to be doing. They haven't been able to try and bait something else out of the opponent team, and that only means that every fight that does happen is gonna be so important.
Especially on the next fight, that, well, very important.
Yeah. And Vanguard now up on S4, by the way. He got that one.
And kill like 2 or 3 people of your opponent. It's very important for the mid game because it's 3 minutes to 15 minutes of the game. It's mid game already. The next fight is very important.
If there is gonna be a fight, because that's still the question, of course.
Oh man, come on!
No, I mean, we know what Liquid wants to do. They want to wait until no Titan to pushes in. Because Liquid, they want to make the game as late as possible. They've got a Faceless Void. They're okay with late game. So their goal, I'd say, just, try to bait no Tidehunter out for mistakes. If no Tidehunter is going for a 5-man push, then make sure they feel the power of the clutch play that Liquid can pull with the RP and the Chronosphere. right? For No Time
Yeah.
Hunter, they want to push, but they know exactly what they can expect from Liquid, so they want to try to catch Liquid off guard. Want to try to maybe pick a hero off before actually going for a push, because they don't want to be caught in that Chronosphere, or pick towers off while the rest of Liquid isn't there or something, like they did with a tier 2 bottom when Liquid was taking tier 1 top.
Oh, looks like Loda is very soon to the armlet. It's gonna be hard to kill this Loda guy. He got drum to increase his HP and power trade strength, and also got armlet. Kinda hard to bring him down.
Yeah, he'll be high. He is highest on the net worth still.
What do you think? The faces. Wow. But he's going in and chrono this Rocky Babu again.
Oh, as for Hand of God, though, helping out this time Dual Breath as well. The Surge is up again in 1 minute, 1 second. There we go, trying to get himself away, but the bash! And here comes a TP in for Bulba. Sprout is there, but he eats his way through. A couple of right clicks needed. Korok doesn't have any mana to chase him down. Vacuum back will help out, and Korok actually backs off because they can't risk chasing that. This is just too risky. In the meantime, with that distraction, we see Loda looking for something, looking for TC. TC is gonna hide, though he knows what's coming, and with the distraction as well, they know the Chrono is on cooldown, and they can do exactly what you said and start pushing without the fear that they have, of course, from the Chronosphere jumping themselves in. Of course, the RP is still there, but that's a whole different ballgame.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, now I realize that Faces War is one of the most gamble hero in the game. He's too skilled, he's too passive skill. He's require a lot of
Under
luck.
attack.
The back,
Live-
yeah, the backtrack as well as the bash. I mean, you have to just get lucky, and it's so like one mistake, right? That was one mistake with killing off, or no, not even killing anything off because they didn't get a kill. But they went for a chrono on the top lane, and instantly No Talenter knows they can take the momentum and just push. And 2 towers are extra down, go in the way of No Talenter, so their gold advantage spikes up even more. They're at 7.5k gold, and their experience is at 3k. I mean, experience is not that much, purely because of course, not that many kills in the game. And they're gonna just rotate to the next tower, and they're gonna try to see if the same thing happens here.
Oh, they are going to the top tower, and yep, some party is going on at the top lane. Yeah, got
Just
2
from,
people.
oh, Bulba, way too fast, gets a Dragon Tail, and is gonna be put in a nightmare, but here comes the RP, Blink Dagger up on TC, 2 heroes being locked inside of that, 3 heroes in the Chronosphere, EGM goes down, Loda goes down as well, Fiend's Grip for S4, and that should be 3 heroes down at Rain. Aki, what you doing here, buddy? He gets an Ice Path in the face, Necropyre as well, getting stunned up there, standing still on fire, it's not something that you should be doing. Still alive for now, is just gonna walk himself back out as we have got Lone Druid. He was a bit late in the fight, he couldn't really do anything, and his bear, well, couldn't do anything, and I got a Enfeeble on him. So
1K.
that was a good fight for Liquid, that was the fight they needed to
Yeah,
stop the push from happening, and that's what you were talking about for the mid lane earlier, like, they were waiting for that Chronosphere to happen for a team fight that actually went their way, and it worked.
because this strategy force them to stick together. If you want to push, you have to push for 5 people, and 5 people in a narrow lane. That's very easy to go in an RP or Chronosphere.
Yep. And even though the RP was only on 2 people, with the Chrono up on 3, and Lone Druid as well as Aki on his Chen not being able to be there in time, it helped out, but it looks like we're gonna still see No Talenter taking down the tower, and it's indeed a Radiance for Bulldog. So he went for that on the bear. And it's just, I think they're just gonna play 5-man Dota from now on and just gonna start pushing and see if they can take it.
The biggest smoke I ever seen. Oh, the world record of smoker. Got animals and 4 people on it.
But can they
Yeah.
actually do something with it though? I don't think so.
Yeah.
They're just using
I
it
don't-
for speed, luxury item. We'll find out. Korok goes back to farming. He's picked himself up the Morbid Mask, so he's looking to go probably for a Mask of Madness still.
Loda got 1.7k gold in his pocket. Armlet, drum, and power trip. And also this hand of Midas. What's he gonna go next? He go for some assault cuirass or black king bar?
I think a
What do you-
BKB would be best. Because basically, if he's locked inside that Chronosphere, of course he's gonna take a lot of damage from Phases Void himself, but he is a fairly tanky hero, he can take that. And the thing that would hurt him most is if he gets locked inside... Wait a second, Ned, Jakiro! I think you're dead! That's the first kill going with no tide. Can they find another? I don't think they can. Well, maybe they can actually, because Lone Druid finds himself Korik. And Korik having to back out knowing what's coming for him. And Bear is gonna look for an entangle, maybe. Oh, Bulba. Oh, should have TP'd out faster. You're gonna get an entangle. The sprout doesn't work. The kill happens. And that's all of a sudden 2 kills going the way of no Tidehunter. And then there were 2 versus 4.
It's kinda hard to bring down this lone druid. This is what happened when people take whey protein too much. He is very tanky right now. And very hard to bring down.
Yeah, Korok, he gets turned into a chicken. Gets shackled. Gets netted. Nightmare. Oh, Chrono up on 3. Big Chrono. Let's see if he can do something though. He doesn't have his Mask of Madness. He actually picked himself up a Helm of the Dominator. Doesn't do enough damage. There's the RP. Only it's on Aki and on Creeps though. In the meantime, Dragonite being held inside Fiend's grip. It's gonna be Chen that goes down as well as EGM on the Shadow Shaman. Liquid getting chased down. Or IX Mike actually. And getting killed off. In the meantime, the main carry for Liquid goes down, and the Radiance burn is enough to burn down Fluff as well. And that was actually overall 4 heroes going down, because of course it started with Bulba going down. Well, I guess it started with the Jakiro going down in that sense. It's 5 for 6.
Dyer's
And it's going the way of no talent right now with this fight. And he actually is gonna go for a heart, by the way. The Dragonite picked himself up a vitality booster, so no BKB. I was wrong.
Real man go hard on Taurus. Yeah, he's real. I'm a man. I go hard on Taurus. I'll take all the damage for my teammates.
I guess it makes sense, because I guess if the Faces Void gets big enough, like if the game actually goes late, then your main concern is to survive the Chronosphere, right?
Maybe he think that Heart of Taurus will help him survive of the Chronosphere.
I think it does.
Maybe his HP is enough as long as Faceless Void have some crit item. It's hard. It's very hard to kill Lone Druid or Dragonite. If you
I don't know.
kill him,
Yeah, well, with these, I'm starting to think, because with these kills going the way of no Tidehunter, I mean that was Liquid's strong side, right? The fights, the team fights.
Yes.
That's their way of trying to shut no Tidehunter down, and that just failed. So I think no Tidehunter, they're gonna go for Roshan, and they're gonna try to push mid or something, and see if Liquid is ready for that. And I don't think they are.
yeah, I don't think Liquid ready for no Tidehunter right now, because Faceless Void have to, well, if he go in and he chrono, he have to bring down the key player of no Tidehunter, like Lone Druid or Dragonite. But the point is, those 2 guys HP is so much.
Yeah.
And takes too long to bring those 2 down.
Yeah, so then basically you're forced to focus on the supports, but that means that when your Chronosphere is over, you still have to deal with those 2 tanky heroes.
Yeah.
It is very tough. We're gonna see how they're gonna try to do it though, because of course we still have got Korak farming, and he actually got a small ancient sack for himself. Let's see what items he's gonna go for next. If he wants to go for BKB, that wouldn't actually be bad, because then at least he'll be able to cast freely in his Chronosphere. Or to hit freely in his Chronosphere, because right now, even if he chronos a couple of people, there will either be a vacuum, or a net from Chen's Creeps, or a Dragon Tail, or a Hex, or a Shackle. I mean, it's there's a lot of shutdown that can happen inside his Chronosphere as well, so he has to be careful with that, and I think a BKB would really help him with that. At the same time, that's basically sacrificing farm for a surviving item, while at this point, I think you need damage.
Uh,
His choices, his bad,
It's
his difficult choices.
it's very low attack speed.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was gonna go for Mask of Madness, but he actually opted to go for the Helm of the Dominator.
Oh, it seems like it's gonna be a big fight in the mid lane. Maybe this no tie hunter try to go up for the hill. And yet this defense is very important for the game, for the whole game.
Yeah,
Or
this
look,
is do it or die, I think.
yeah, win or lose.
Win or
Depends on-
lose. Here they
Oh.
come. Ice Path is gonna try to help out with the tower. I mean, the fortification is still there. They're just waiting for a good opportunity to go in. They're gonna lose their tier 3 tower already though, and now the barracks are gonna be next. It's just Loda and the bear that are sacrificing themselves. The rest is standing by just so that there can't be a good RP. Never mind, good RP. Skewer up to the high ground with S4 and Bulldog. Will there be a Chrono though? It's not, because there's a Shackle Korok. Is he gonna go down? Chrono still hits, but he is locked inside a trap, a war trap, and he goes down. Dark's here, picking him up. It is gonna be Flop that goes down as well, with only 2 remaining heroes for Liquid. Are no Tyrant actually gonna stop? I don't think so. They can just rotate. They're gonna rotate towards the bottom lane. And this, I actually think this might be game.
Yes, they're waiting too long to initiate. Well, they lose the barrack anyway. But in my opinion, Faces Roy have to go in more faster. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, we're not gonna be able to see it anymore because they called the GG. And that means that this was already game number 2. No Tidehunter taking a 2-0 sweep against Liquid. Liquid is gonna move to the losers bracket, gonna be up against Fnatic. That game will be scheduled probably tomorrow. While No Tidehunter, they are gonna be up against Virtus Pro, which is not gonna be happening tonight, but that game still has to be scheduled. And that means that this was the last game of tonight.
Yeah. Whoa. Very nice play, very nice performance by No Tie Hunter.
Yeah, very strong. And Liquid just not able to do what they like. We knew we could figure out what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work out. Didn't happen for them. Boba gonna be going down.
Yeah. Whoa, very interesting strategy we see today.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
domination from No Tidehunter. So, do you have any shoutouts?
Oh, okay. Shout out to ERG2 team. You guys do the best with your production. With your caster. Yeah, you're great. And shout out to all the viewers that watch us tonight. Thank you for coming and watch us. And yep, I miss you guys so much, and thank you for your opportunity to pass here again, Sheever.
No problem, I enjoy it. That was it. No more shoutouts. You still have to do your plugin for your Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My Twitter.
Yeah.
My tweet is @Xyclopz with 2C. Okay.
Okay, so follow him on Twitter, and if people want to support me, then you can also always check out my website, SheeverGaming.com, and you can also, of course, follow me on Twitter and Facebook and all that jazz, all under the same name of SheeverGaming, and make sure you do that.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah,
course, shout out to Ritmix, because they are a sponsor of the tournament. They make this tournament possible. The Russian Dota 2 League.
Yeah.
So let's jump ourselves out of this game. We're gonna see a quick commercial break from the sponsors, and then we'll be back with you so I can play some commercials. But I think that's gonna be it because no more games today to be played, and we'll be seeing you in just a moment. So stick around, and we'll be right back.